All right. Good morning, everyone. It is May the 6th at 8:38 in the morning. Year's 2021, and this is my morning strategy session. So there are some stocks here that I've never heard of before, and actually have never traded before. So just kind of going with it. I've got a lot of levels here on CDAY. The news here is on earnings, and let's see. The upside surprise on earnings for CDAY is 0.002 cents per share. Estimates were 9 cents, and so I suppose earnings came in at 0.092 cents. Well, if we take a look at the daily here, from left to right, this chart in the big sense of things is moving in the correct direction. It's doing a little bit of a pullback here after hitting a high over $111 here. It pulled back to 79 and some change, so quite a bit of volatility here. And so if it were to open as of right now, if it opened right now, it would be at $94.90. I'm looking for some profit taking here. And actually, let's take a look here real quick. So the levels that I chose, 92 and 89. Okay, well, so the levels that I chose were simply from the open, this morning's open, to yesterday's close. So I'm looking for a bounce inside of yesterday's range. I anticipate there being some selling on the up move, some profit taking, and volume is really light on this stock this morning. So I'm a bit more inclined to go with the low end. I'll probably stagger, 300 shares, and I'll probably start with 50, then another 50, then 100 and 100 on all of these levels to see where the bounce happens. All right, next up is run. Oh, and by the way, if you can't tell from my voice, I'm sick. I was really sick yesterday. I left after just an hour, and being sick, I feel better today than I felt yesterday. But being sick, it's an awareness, and the part of being the biggest part of being successful in trading is being aware of what is driving your trades, what is motivating me, what motivates me to get into and out of a trade according to a strategy and so forth. There are a couple of opportunities that I passed up on yesterday that would have been perfectly good opportunities on any other day that I would have been trading. I would have taken, but because I'm sick, I'm negative, I'm grumpy. It's funny how things come up. So, just out of my personal experience, just to kind of convey to anyone that's out there. Be aware, psychology is a big part of trading, and if there's going to be something that affects your psychology, then you will want to be aware of it. All right, so run here. Let's check the news on run. I've forgotten. Oh, yeah, it's earnings again. Okay, so Sunrun posts narrower Q1 net loss, higher revenue, raises the fiscal year 21 outlook. That's bullish. Looking for a little bit of a pullback. Look at the daily chart here. Yeah, this thing's it's actually pulling down here. It's in this range where it found resistance over here, dropped down, and then popped up and found support. So it's in a bit of a critical area here. So looking for a bounce. I'm looking for bargain hunters to be out there, looking for an opportunity to get into a stock that has room to run. This thing was as high as $100 on only was that just shy of 5 months ago, this thing was at $100. So will this turn into capitulation where there are people that are going to be doing more selling, or will this be the spot where people come in and say, hey, I can get this stock for a discount here, which is a hefty discount, down 60%. That's quite a fall. That's utilities. So alternative power generation, I see, okay. And it's not making any money. Sunrun engages in the design, development, installation, sale, ownership, and maintenance of residential solar energy systems. It sells solar service offerings and installs solar energy systems for homeowners through its direct-to-consumer channel. The firm also offers plans such as monthly lease, full amount lease, purchase system, and monthly loan. The company was founded by Edward H. Finster, so on and so on, in 2007, and is headquartered in San Francisco. All right. Well, so let's see if we can get a bounce today. Run has a decent amount of volume, 90,000 shares traded so far this morning on Run. And actually, a couple of new things have popped up since I started doing the morning strategy session. I'll jump over to them. I have PayPal now. PayPal's a beast. And actually, no, I'm going to put this one first. I'll put Run second. CDAY, and I organize it this way in order to sort of make it easy reference for what I think is going to be the best to the worst performer. So PayPal, I'm going to put PayPal up front here on PayPal. This is just these are just Fibonacci levels on the bump up this morning. It's up 4.28%. So on a $247 stock, I anticipate there being some profit taking. Although a lot of people who own PayPal just have owned it now for decades. This thing. There are people who own this thing way back at $33 or so a share who are like, yeah, I've got 1,000 shares, I've been hanging on to it now for 10 years. I'll just these little dips, who cares, So for traders, though, if there's anybody that kind of bought yesterday before earnings, there's going to be some profit taking after, in the regular session after the earnings have been announced. So I'll stagger shares. I'll probably stagger an even number of shares, 200 at a time, between these three levels at 256.03, 254.53, and 253.20. Let's see where that bounce comes up. Okay, and so now we have actually a new leading gapper. I'm going to put it up front here just in case it's a really good one. On my scanner, W popped up. Let's a Wayfair. Okay. Do I have? Yeah, I have a former level down here on Wayfair at 258.68, which it looked like it attempted to make a move for. I don't see earnings over here anywhere, so there's some kind of catalyst. Let's see what the. This is from May 6th. It says it. Oh yeah. So earnings, for whatever reason, usually earnings pops up on my daily. There's a little E that shows up on the daily, and it's more reliable than the E that shows up. Okay, so Wayfair just smoked earnings. All right. So yeah, okay. So Wayfair's looking all right. Let's throw a level up on it. Pretty extended period of consolidation here. For I don't know, what is that? August of 20 to May of 21. It's at 4, 8, 9 months of sort of back and forth price action. So this could be a swing trade here. All right. Well, so let's do a little bit of Fibonacci here. A little bit of Fibonacci work. I'm going to take it from its current price to its close. Oops, wrong one. Where did it close? Closed right there. All right. Not a heck of a price range right there, but that's not bad. 259. This is an old level, 259.51. That's an old entry level I put on there from way back. I don't know where I was, where the price was when I put that on there. So, all right. As of right now, it's looking like an entry at 282.12. I'm gonna write this stuff down. I'll forget it. 282.12. Now we've got another 40 minutes until the bell until the bell rings, opening bell rings. So these price levels, and this thing, I mean, really just kind of started to just move. 280.07 and 278.24. I'm going to put this one behind PayPal. I'll probably put it behind Run too. All right, let's make that Fibonacci mess a little bit less visible. Let's come over here, turn off the magnet so that it's easier to put my prices up. 282.12. And it's dropping through that price, so I'm not even actually going to put that price up there. Let's see here. 280.01. Okay, and then 278.24. I've never used Wayfair. I just know that there's some people that just love the company, love the service, whatever it is. All right, alarm and alarm. All right. So then, yeah, so now I have 4 stocks, 4 large cap movers on watch here. And Wayfair has gotten a lot of volume. It's at 200,000 shares traded in the pre-market here. So, all right. Next up is Momentum Play ALF. This is a recent IPO. It has 11.51 million shares outstanding. And my scanner is showing it only has a float of 31,000 shares. So this thing could really squeeze. And actually, you can't even see the price. The price right now on my daily is so much higher than its recent close that you can't even see it on my daily. You know, the price is still too far up. So let's look at it on the 10-minute. I didn't see what that pop-up was. Okay, on W. Okay, so Wayfair is coming back down through one of my levels. So it went as high as, let's see, 598 here. Let me do it the other direction. So we got as high of 67% increase. If it opened right now, it would open up 46.37% higher. All right, so I like that. That's a nice looking chart. In fact, actually, it could be ready to break out again. I usually don't play the pre-market though. With this one, there's quite a bit of volume. It's traded 7 million shares in the pre-market. It's only got a 31,000 shares float, which means that if I buy 30,000 shares of this, was that $150,000 worth of stock on this right now? I've bought the float. It's that's just kind of crazy. We'll see how this thing really could squeeze today. I'll be keeping a close eye on it. Okay, and so then the broader market, we've got the SPY here. If it opened right now, it would open up, basically it would open up flat if it opened up the second right now. The VIX is up a little bit high, and I say a little bit high. There's a little bit of a spike in the VIX right here, close to the top of the gap. And if you're new to the channel, then the gap was created back here in late February of 2020, popped up right here, and has then come down and tested the gap and run away, and then kind of swung up again, went into the gap, bobbled around the top of the gap here for a while, went into the gap, swung back up, so on and so on. VIX is kind of the fear index, and as this thing calms down, as fear comes out of the market and investors and traders get more aggressive, then the VIX will start coming down. In the next level that I have, a break of 14.92 means it's time to go all out bullish, buy everything. We're going on a huge trip up to 40, who knows what, 4,000 something or other on the S&P. So as of right now, I'm somewhat cautious on getting bullish. I will get more bullish if we get a confirmation, a close below 18.2, and then confirmation, and then we ought to be heading back down into levels that are on the VIX that indicate it's time to be very bullish. All right, so let's see a couple things here of hit my alarms. Run. All right, so run hit one of the alarms here. Wayfair is kind of bobbling along the. It'll be important to see where these open. So for my strategy, if the opening bell rings and price opens below my levels, it takes the trade off the board. These levels, instead of being support, will then be resistance. All right, and same thing with Wayfair. So if this thing opens below, 278.24, which it just plunged through there, you can see. The open is important though. So I'll have orders. I won't put orders in. I won't submit orders, but I'll have them ready to go on my trading window. So I can just kind of click buy if it opens above these levels. And then CDAY tripped a level there too. All right, and ALF is kind of looks like it's having its second pre-market pullback. You never know. You never quite know how things are going to act in the morning, though. This to me looks like it's about ready to be a buy right here for another leg up. You can usually count on getting two pullbacks in regular hours. Pre-market is a little bit different, but we'll see. All right, that is my morning strategy session, everyone. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you at the strategy session. I am out.